I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a Forsworn agent. This has been going on for years. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. He was one of the smelter workers. I never knew much about Wayland except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. She's not from Markarth. The visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. They're remnants of the old rulers of the Nords drove, but somehow they're still here, and they're killed. Yes, he was killed. I've been trying to find. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why.
Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
And clean rooms. This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left it. Degane the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. Of course, but I can't just hand that over. Well, I guess Margaret isn't around to complain. It's yours. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I...
You a fighting man? How about a little bet?
I'm just here to clean up.
Free to search your room. Just keep that in mind.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer.
Unlike my
and I
husband
just might
Cutter,
fight at your
I
side.
watch after our guests.
Can't be too careful these days. The war and other dangers.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
can I help you? Warrens ain't for you. Trust me. The Warrens isn't a place for your type. Oh yes. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong. Welcome to the Warrens. I can show you a few things, but anyone asks, and my name never comes up. Understand? I can show you a few things, but anyone asks, and my name never comes up. Understand? Need something? It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they open the mines. Laborers, the sick, the lame. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the divines you can choose to live somewhere else.
You don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia? Hmm?
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Ha! Found you. Do your worst. Piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested... I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He hasn't... Riches are a gate opener around here. Head right in. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep.
You just let
I need to
old
tend to.
Nana know if you need anything. Right, dear?
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent? That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! I'm a busy man. Half this city works for my family, and I have to keep them in line.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid he's asked not to be... Riches are a gate opener around here. Head right in.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent? This is... Now get out!
For the Forsworn!
What? By the gods, Betrid!
Is someone there? Over!
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. No, you're not. They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal. I offered him a stay from execution, so I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. My prison. The source of half the silver in Skyrim. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under... You already got what you wanted. You and Madanach are animals, and now get out of my house! Traitors. Traitors, all of you!
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes?
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little... Ah, yes. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years. Sending the young to their deaths. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the king and he stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies, all from inside Sidna Mine. A Nord... Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the elves, we had our moment. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving alive.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for no undead, not you. We warned you. You just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. You think you're the only one who knows that? We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you showed up. You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the king in rags while you're serving a life sentence in Sydenham. You'll never leave. Gods, no! I yield, I yield!
Halt! You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against the city of Mark. You aren't fooling me. And there are accounts of your suspicious behavior throughout the city. You'll never see the sun again. No one escapes Sidna Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Good. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken. What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't... A Nord nobleman I served was stabbed in the night. Wasn't me. So I ran, joined the Forsworn, started killing, because life... One day the Forsworn will paint the walls of Markarth in your kin. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Bottles of moon sugar. Prisoners smuggle the stuff in. Only... Small blade, easy to hide. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. And you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast. Madanak's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. How old is my daughter now, I wonder? In prison, you was trapped.
Other prisoners, whenever I get... I'm a Forsworn. One of our raids went bad and I got captured. Would have been fine dying for the Reach with my kinsmen, but the Silver Bloods want their ore mines, so they threw me in here. Year 7, I think. Surprised I haven't cut my own throat out by now, but something keeps me going.
Decided I was too much of a problem. Ah, maybe you could do something for me first. Duok has a bottle of skoom. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you.
Whenever I get out of here, you give me one more look, and I cut you open. That skoomer's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. Mm-hmm.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I'm in for life. Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? Until next...
The new meat. So soft. A true killer like me. The gods put... You want to talk to the king and how about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some. Alright, head on in. But don't try anything in there. Madanak is smarter than you think. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. Alright then.
Well, well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into an animal, Nord. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for your freedom? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of your kinsman stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. This was our land. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are. The Force... I had Markarth. My men... Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and... Dhonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point... And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually. That he would come to trust I was under control. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. What do you want? My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours, so you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be... The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't, but my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn who's long enough. I'm not Monadnac. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
Do you remember the sun? Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need... Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him. And then we can leave Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Our vengeance will... Come.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
I got locked up one too many times. Now I swear. What? No! No, don't kill me! Please!
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers. You're back. Have you done what I asked?
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
I say you've earned an early pardon. Into the tunnel. Let's go.
Someone there. Over here. Hold up. Must have scared him off.
Oh well, must have run off.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, it'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Madanach, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Bonar! Over here!
What is this?
A nail?
That was the call in the Legion we were called. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just... Well, the forge gets so hot and...
You thought what? You would skip step, not heat the metal all the way through? Jesus. Now do it again.
I'm Gore's assistant. I help him with the forge.
Need a new blade? Tacitus? Poison Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat in the Legion. The Imperial Smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. You'll find a book called The Last Scabbard of Actors. Would you bring it to me? Thanks. Grew up in its... Girl has to grow up. And that's right. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some low chief. Let me know. It's something for.
Isn't that my job?
Your job is to do what I say. I say.
Holmes. Finally. Now get lost. All that... Not but they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but... Well, let's not put it like that. Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing. My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
I know you. Wait. I know you. The only mistake was you showing your face. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people, and it's time to face the Jarl's justice. Since you put it that way, I think we can overlook your crime for now.
If it's Malachite, so it seems. All we can do now is rebuild. If I visited... Well, a lifetime of study, you might say. Ever tried making your own? It's, not easy.
Poor Rogi.
Trust
If you're feeling charitable, buy the Nordham mead. He's good for it. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Good day.
All right, then.
Have you heard about Golden Bow Meadery?
Did something happen to it?
All the apiaries. It will take years to get those bees happy again.
Do the bees need to be happy?
Of course. You can't make good mead without happy honey.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them.
If it's a mercenary if you're looking to hire... My blade is sharp and I thirst for battle. Onward, then. Lead on, then.
If you wish to gain Boethiah's attention, you must slay a thrall on her shrine.
Do you wish to test yourself against me? You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Fine. What? What?
A well-placed word or a well-placed dagger?
Will do.
Both can achieve equal purposes.
Do you wish to test yourself against me? A well-placed word or a well-placed dagger, both can achieve equal purpose. Our Lord, she has come.
She is here, among us.
Ugh, the weary flesh is so distasteful. you have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. Tell me, why have you slain this one, my favor? My good pleasure is not some trophy. I should slay you for such insolence. Were you certain in your purpose? You have much to learn. So perhaps you are not entirely. Listen, all of you! Hear me. I have need of a warrior. Only the most ruthless, cunning, and agile will do. You have gathered here night after night, sacrificing fools upon my shrine, and sparring aimlessly with yourselves. But which among you truly exceeds the rest? Prove yourselves to me. I have a special task for whichever of you is left standing.
That's the best you can do! I'll gut you like a horker!
Well done. You have proven the strength of your will and your tongue's gift for lies. You have shown ferocity and prowess in combat. Now the time has come for a final proving. I have little... My servants serve their own purposes. But if their will is in... Which brings me... My priest. It is time he is replaced. I am loath to utter his name. One cannot... You will find him holed up at Knife Point Ridge, where he plays king. For a time he served his purpose, but that time has ended. Kill every single member of his band. Do so as silently and invisibly as you can. Slay him in the coldest of blood. Do not give... Once his corpse lays cold upon the ground, and all trace of his followers erased, retreat.
May your will carve itself upon the world.
This is the end for you.
Stand up.
running so I can stab it. Please, kill me! Damn you!
What was he thinking? Fool never saw me pull the ace out of my boot. Is someone there?
Guess it's all clear now.
What was that?
Thought I heard something.
Just stand still! You can't hide from me.
You have done well, my champion. You have earned my respect, a feat few manage and live to tell about. I shall write your name upon the tablet of absolute darkness. You may keep my ebony mail, a token of my appreciation to my new champion. Its gifts will resonate with your talents. Now go. I have strings to pull that require my full attention. You may pursue your own course wherever it leads you. Remember always this. As you will it, so it shall be.